I'm getting ready to try and repair the heat door actuator on this 2008 Chevy Impala. I ordered the original GM part off Amazon, and I'll try to leave that link in the description. This is the noise that it makes. There's 3 actuators in this car, so I had to figure out which one it was. So I took this panel off under the steering wheel. It's just 2 7mm bolts holding it on. Once I got that off, then I took this metal cover off, which has also 2 7mm bolts. Once I got those 2 panels off, I was able to reach in there, and once the clicking started, I was able to feel the actuator. And it's definitely this one that's bad. There are 2 more over by the glove compartment. This one is way deep in there. It's very hard to reach. It's past all this stuff. So once I knew for sure it was this actuator, then I took the 2 clips out of this panel. They just look like this. This centerpiece comes out, and then this clip comes out. Looks like there's another clip on the back right side. Okay, I got that 3rd clip out. Looks like I'm gonna have to disconnect these wires. Okay, on this I just put a screwdriver in that little hole, and this came off. Security light just twisted out of this hole here. So now I got this piece loose. That's gonna give me more room to reach my hand up in there to the right. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna try to show you where it's located. So here's the accelerator pedal. And as you go up the accelerator pedal, you'll see this metal frame here, this big clip. And if you put your hand, it takes a small hand, behind this frame here, on the back of my hand, I can feel the bolts for the part. So I'm going to try to loosen this clip and this wire harness to help me get some more room in there. You got to lay on your back and get your head up by the accelerator pedal, and it's like doing a back bend. It's really hard on your back, so I've padded the whole area with these 2 fleece blankets, and that helps tremendously. Okay, I've pried this part off with a screwdriver, and now you can actually see the part. There's the tag on it, and I think I better undo the battery so it doesn't start clicking on me, but I can reach the screws now. Now, it would be better if I could take that off, but I'm going to try to do it without taking that off. Okay, I've removed the negative battery clamp. Okay, I got a miniature flex 1/4-inch ratchet, and I think it's a 7/32. Let me see if I can get in there and get one of these bolts loose. Okay, I think the part is situated like that in the car, and I got this bolt off. So what I'm using is a 7/32, and then this swivel adapter, a 1/4-inch, and was able to see this bolt. Got it out, so I'll get in there and see if I can feel these 2 and get them loose. Okay, I was able to see this one too, and I got that out. Once you get them loose a few turns, then you can disconnect the socket from the wrench and just use this to take it out the rest of the way. So now I'm going to try to see if I can get that one out. Okay, I was wrong. This 3rd one's not a screw, it's just a pin. So once I got these 2 out, I was able to pull this straight out. So it sits in the car up like this. And I did, before I pulled it out, I did take that electrical connector off. I didn't have my pick with me, so I was able to use this for my sewing machine, and I was able to just pry this up a hair and then jiggle it, and the connector came off. So I'll see if I can get the new part positioned in there and get the 2 screws back in and the electrical connector back on. Now, I noticed these 2 things are not keyed, or not in the same position, so I'm going to have to, when I put this part on, I'm going to have to turn it clockwise a little bit to fit on the post the way that came off. and then turn it back to line up the screws. Okay, to get these threaded back in, I've got a little piece of paper towel put in the socket to hold the screw. And I got the first one in, and I'm going to get this in. I'm just going to screw this in by hand a few turns, and then I'll put that ratchet on it. Okay, I was able to get both screws back in, and this mirror was helpful to help see the pin was in the right place and everything. I took this old one apart, and I do see the problem. This top gear is ruined. You can see the teeth are broken. I've got the battery hooked up, and I don't have any more clicking, so I believe this fixed it. Now I'll get all this put back together and start the car up and just double check. Okay, I've had the car door open for a long time and no more clicking. Let's start it up. Alright, I believe it's fixed. Well, it does take some small hands, and I had the seat all the way back, so we had taken it to get an estimate to get it fixed, and we got anywhere from $200 to $400. Alright, happy repairs. Thanks for watching.